Well, we're not alone on the beach. Yes, we're on a beach again. We're not at the river. Millions of people here. And look where he's just set up. All right, John. Yeah, fishing with John and Gus, Rosco and Luna. There's another chap down the bottom there. John, what's matey boy's name? What's matey boy's name? Julian. We've got Julian, who's come all the way from Beccles and fishes in the Norfolk competition. So friend of John, and he asked can I come, and he's there as well, so it's all good. He's right down there though. Long way to come to fish, isn't it? I thought I'd travelled a long way, hour and a half, but yeah. So here we are. We're at Trunch Lane on the Lincolnshire coast, and it's been 14 months since I last fished here. Well, at Chapel Point. So anyhow, cut for the intro. So yeah, it's been about 14 months. I think it was May, June, July. Yeah, 14 months. And I fished the other side of the observatory at Chapel Point, and I caught myself a turbot. You can go back and watch that video. It's still there to be watched. You know, you just keep watching it. Let it grow and grow to 10,000 views. That'll be great. But yeah, it is a sunny afternoon. It was meant to rain, but I don't think it's rained here this afternoon at all. It's meant to rain up until 4 o'clock, or from 4 till 6 or something like that, but it's glorious. So we're here tonight. It's high tide is just gone 9 o'clock, I think. I will check it for definite, but it's about 9 o'clock, so we will be fishing into darkness. There's a few of them spider webs on there, and there goes John again to cast. He has got new Ziplex, well, new to him, Ziplex Quattras backcasters, because he's a backcaster. Looks to me like he's fishing in my swim, cheeky bugger. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I shall be walking to the right and casting, and there them two chaps to the right of me. So yeah, John's out. I aren't out yet, but I will be out in a minute. Thought I'd do me first segment of the video, and what I'll do is I'll get baited up. A few people walking about. I'm not used to it really. They're starting to put sand on this beach again. There's all tracks behind us where they're pumping the water. There's a ship right out there at sea which loads up the little boats that then pump it up, and then they get the earth movers to move it along, all for sea defence to stop the town getting washed away, I presume. Talked about that before, I'm not going into it again. It is what it is, isn't it? So, and there's Mike. Mike is here from Case to Tackle. See you in a bit. See that unclip? No. Yeah, unclip. As soon as it unclips. Right, that was the first cast, and it went out quite a way, but we got a headwind a little bit, but the clip come undone. What's all that about, eh? I've got Gemini clip on that one, I've got a flapper on the other, but it come unclipped in the mid-air. So I'm gonna have to go to university or college, or for those old people out there like Mike, I might have to go to a tech college, because it used to be called tech back in the day, and try and find this educational course. I'm still trying to look for it, to find it, so that I can be educated and become a better fisherman, because I don't want to let the side down. Isn't that right, Mike?
Yeah.
Don't want to let the side down. So, but it come unclipped. These things happen, don't they? What I'll do is that I'll just I'll get another clip, use a different clip. But that's out. We've got a pulley panel out there. It's only got a single hook on it. It's a 1.0 special hook, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm going to chuck out my sniper rod now. Might as well do it right now. It's a flipping long way down there, I'll tell you. First time I used this reel. Ooh. First time I used this reel.
Which one is it?
It's the Nabu 6. Got it for about 25 quid off eBay on someone was selling it, and I thought to myself, it's quite tidy, that, doesn't it? Just bought it as you do. Yeah, we'll have to come here and have a session, mate. Pair of us. It's all nice, isn't it? Right, I'll see you in a bit. There's 2 rods out, I've only got 1 more to do. I've got to bait it up and then I'll bring you back. Right, we've got a flapper rig next.
Ben, is that a woman there?
2 men.
Is it?
That is went slightly left again. Well, I've been and got my beach shelter because it looks like it might rain. And John says I've had 3 hounds, but he didn't film them, so I think he's joking. Matter of fact, I know he's joking. You know I like fishing the Yorkshire coast, don't you? And you know I like going to beaches that are hard to get to. He obviously likes me. It's raining. See you in a minute. Well, look who we got. Gus. Them biscuits nice? Biscuits with a bit of roughage in it, mate, eh? Biscuits with a bit of roughage, i.e. sand. That's it, you just lay down in the rain. That don't bother him. So I got this shelter up. It's got an orange skirt on that I sewn on. John literally just come over and helped me put it up, which is not very nice of him. And I've got it facing to the left a bit, really. At least I can still see John, so I know I'm safe. And I got Gus with me. He's not leaving my side because I bought Bonio biscuits and some bacon twizzle treats. So yeah, he's having a right old time. He's had a couple of squid as well, so that didn't really work, buying the dog biscuits. Bit of a sucker, really. So yeah, I didn't bring me igloo. I thought to myself, I'm gonna bring the igloo, and then I didn't. And I should have done, really. This is ideal. The seat box is probably a little bit too high. I could dig a hole in the sand though, I might do that. But no, I'm chuffed to bits with this shelter. I don't know what it's called. I met someone at Gox Hill who does TikTok, and he had this shelter. And I just thought to myself, perfect. And got put up in a rush, so it isn't as taut as it should be, and it's a lot bigger than this because it's all slack and bent in. Chuffed to bits with it. I sewed a skirt around the bottom, an orange piece of material, same material as this stuff, and it's just to kick the sand on, and that's all that's holding it. I've got two posts, as you can see here, two bank sticks, which are screwed into the top, and then you push them into the sand at the bottom and then tighten the little wing nut up. Here, look, see that wing nut? So you push this bit down in the sand, it's a bank stick, and tighten it up. And I'm assured that where I am here, the water ain't gonna come up any higher, so hopefully we're all right. I've got Gus with me, who's laying in the rain. He's probably quite chuffed about it, really, but I think his coat is that thick that it don't get through his skin. Does it, Gus? Hey? Getting a bit slow now, aren't you, bell boy? He is. Look, there he is. Oh, we got a clicker on. Probably the bloke next door to me. He's probably now reeling in and crossed over my lines. Right, that's my food. Hat. Should we put me out on? Gotta put my coat on, mate. I'm not getting wet. I'm not getting wet. I brought a wool hat as well in case it gets cold. It's supposed to rain at 4 o'clock. Obviously we missed that. So it decided to rain a little bit later. But nothing yet on the rods. Put my coat on in a shelter. What are you doing, Vernon? Yeah. Hey. I didn't bring the bottoms though. I figured I don't mind getting wet legs. Ooh, wet legs, eh? There's an innuendo. You alright, sweetheart? So I want to get a sandwich out, but I know someone's going to want to eat it. Yeah, so this is what's known as Trunch Lane. I can see Chapel Point in the distance. It's just between Chapel and Skegness, or even Chapel and Ingermells. Last time I fished there, it was like getting grip blasted because the wind was that strong. It must have been blowing 35, possibly a bit more miles an hour, and the sand was launching down the beach. I was getting grip blasted. I managed to get my shelter up. I'll bring you back when I reel that rod in. See you in a bit.
You know what?
That's a nice flounder, isn't it? He caught out, John.
That must have been on for the last hour.
No, because I'd have seen the bite.
It's nice, wasn't it? Was that on bloody squid as well, was it?
Yeah,
Oh, it's a nice one.
on a flapper rig.
Lip hooked as well.
Lip hooked. That's the biggest flounder I've had to date.
Is it?
Yeah, that is a personal best, mate.
Where'd you measure? Oh, yeah. The measure. I bet it's 29. What was that? Oi! Look at this.
Is that in? Got a bony mouth, haven't you? Get you in there. Get our pliers. I'll bring you back in a sec. Then the hook fell out. I got the pliers on it and the hook fell out. So this is, it's got to be one of my biggest. It's 31 centimetres, but it's a right fatty. 31. Chuffed with that, really chuffed. I've left the rod out. John's had about 10 casts to my one, but yeah. That is a clodhopper. It's only 31 centimetres, but that's my biggest flounder, I think. Well, that's the first one that I've measured, put it that way. 31 centimetres. Absolutely fantastic. Let's get that back. Well, I can't believe that. You see, that was the first cast, but Mike come to see me and to drop me some stuff off. I'm gonna fix Mike's beak shelter, and he brought me some weights. So Jesus Christ, got a chap fishing next to me. It's not a problem, but he's just casting where I want to fish. I'm gonna have to ask him to walk to the right and cast, but that's by the by. Yeah, so I was chatting to Mike for quite a long time, and went to the van, got my shelter, put my shelter up, and then waited for the rain to stop, reeled it in, had a fish on it. So we'll get that casted out right now. I'm going to walk over to him and cast and say tough luck, and that's just the way it is. So see you in a bit. My hand slipped on the reel, and my right foot dug in the ground, and yeah, a bit slippy. It's because it's wet, isn't it? So that's that done. We'll get a bit of squid on this flapper rig. And done a lot of filming. You up, mate? Well, you're going out further than me as well, aren't you? So you've got a 6 on.
Well, it's a 5.5, but it's a...
Is it an SKM weight from case to tackle?
No.
Well, that's your problem, mate. You see, if you had an SKM from case to tackle, they grip as good as a breakaway. Comes Gus. You alright? So you're over him, aren't you? What's that? Is that your rig? Where are you going?
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Out your way.
Am I in your way?
No, mate.
I've got to move my shelter now, mate.
Why?
Oh, I don't want to.
No, no, no.
I'm now going to go ask him if he can walk to the right and cast.
Yeah, tell him quick.
Oh, he's fucking
Mark! Cast to the right a bit. Cast to the right a bit. Oh, dead. Cast to the right a bit. Cast to the right. Yeah, we're coming right round, yeah. We're coming right round.
If you walk to the right 10 yards from the car, how's it going, mate?
Mediocre, mate.
You know this chap? This chap's called John, ain't you, John?
Amongst other names. Yeah.
And what have you caught today?
I've had one bite, mate,
Yeah?
which is good at the minute.
Was it a toot bite?
No,
No. No, it weren't, no.
it was an eel bite.
Eel bite, so you had an eel.
Yeah,
It was slimed up, was it?
slimed up, mate. Yeah.
It was knotted, wasn't it?
And since I'm an eel catcher for a living, I ain't caught it, so I don't quite know.
I caught one last video, didn't I?
Yeah, I see you did. Yeah.
With a flounder. Oh, I've caught a flounder. I think it's my biggest one to date. Or the big.
Is it?
Put it this way, it's the first one I've ever measured thinking, that's a bit of a lump.
Yeah, right.
Be nice if it was 41. That'd be a whopper, wouldn't it?
Don't think I've ever seen it.
No? They must get that size.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I've seen that Graham Pullen, TA Fishing, and he goes to Ireland, doesn't he? And they have huge dabs over there.
I did catch one in my eel nets last year that was, well, as big as the top of that bucket.
Yeah?
It's gone right up inland to spool. Yeah. That was huge. Rod and line, the biggest I've had is 35, I think.
See, you top trumped me again, haven't you?
What?
You've top trumped me again, 35.
Yeah, but that was in the past. Things have gone bloody pear-shaped as lately.
Pear-shaped? Yeah. You know we said go to the right and cast.
Yeah.
Went in front of his tripod. Bless him. Said to him, are you off a ground car? He said, I'm learning. I'm trying to learn. You know, if you ain't casted, I mean, I still struggle now, but I mean, you know, it takes some learning, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
What's that white stuff you've got on there? Is that cricket bat rubber or is that something else?
You get it from Veals.
Oh, right.
Instead of having a...
Yeah. Yeah, but I didn't, that's rubber, is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I'd buy cricket bat rubbers and put them on.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Oh, right.
They obviously put it into strips, and
Ain't dark yet, is it?
no, mate, hopefully that'll come to it.
Might put a longer steam on next.
Yeah, have you ever eaten one?
No.
Oh, mega. Too good for the book, really.
You can get them sometimes, you know, in Lidl.
Yeah, you do.
I just bought some prawns from Lidl,
Yeah.
and I think they're going to be all right. They're bluish. Now, the prawns at Morrison's used to be blue.
Yeah.
Really look fresh. But now when you go in there, they're like grey or brown. And I just look at them and I don't think they're good enough for fishing. Oh, I don't know.
People fishing.
I think Gus is winding them two up. Gus just barked and them two jumped up like terrorists. Mate, I can't believe I've caught. Julian ain't caught, has he?
No.
No. I might reel me.
He's on a bite as well.
Has he? I might reel me other rod in.
What? Just to piss me off a bit more.
Thanks for helping me with my shelter though.
Yeah, it's alright.
I was struggling with that. And then it just went. You just got to give it some, haven't you?
I've got about 300 goldfish in my goldfish pond. I don't think I'd even catch one out there at the minute.
You need a new box, mate, that's what it's telling you.
Yeah, I'm going to get a new box. Yeah, that's about at its day.
Gus is thinking, what's he doing over here?
Yeah, what you doing, mate? At least there's no wind. A bit of rain, but I do like them.
They're nicer odds, aren't they? And you like them grips as well?
Which grips? Them grips?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. They're dearer than I thought. They're £6 a roll.
Yeah?
I like them better than I do shrink tube. Put a bit of shrink tube on the bottom.
I like that Japanese shrink too, but it's a bit flocky, isn't it? And grippy.
See what happens when it gets a bit dark. Longer than the B14s.
Yeah.
Well, 1 foot 5 inches longer.
That's what you said you wanted though, didn't you?
Yeah, they're nice as well.
So when's your next match, is it?
I wasn't going, but I'm going now Sunday in the river at King's Lynn.
Right.
And it's a worm only match.
Right.
So there'll be few eels and few flowers and bits and bobs. Hopefully a bass one.
And how's your competition going? Have you...
I haven't caught that yet.
No, how many rounds have you had?
What?
Right. So it's spread out then?
Yeah, every fortnight.
Right.
See, Rocky Worth himself.
So is it this weekend coming?
Monday.
Monday?
At Salt House.
Right.
There's not many people like because of the walk.
Yes.
The trouble is I've got bloody 30 booked in.
Have you?
Yeah. We don't normally go to the right, but I think we're going to have to go through pegs to the right. You won't want 30 peg walk from the car park and then 30 peg walk. You won't want it to kill you.
At Salt House?
Yeah.
Oh, it's suddenly that road, isn't it? They're in the car park.
No, yeah, it's the road. But it's a slope. The slopes. It don't look so bad with it at the bottom, but when
Well, that used to be metres high, all that gravel, but that storm knocked it all over, didn't it? And flattened it, didn't it?
Well, there used to be a car park there, but
Yeah.
it's
It's under that gravel.
Yeah, yeah.
I pulled my trolley along that gravel. I was dead.
Yeah. Well, he pulled it back the other week, but bloody near enough killed him. Yeah,
Bird's nest are real.
touch wood. I haven't done that.
I can't remember last time I did that, but then I ain't putting as much effort in as you two.
I put too much line on my reel, I think.
He's had a bloody flounder.
I see how well done. How big was that?
31. I think it's possibly the biggest one I've had. I might have had a 34 or something.
I don't even know if I've had one.
A chunky thing.
First one I've ever measured, put it that way. Well, no, I've measured them before, haven't I?
Yeah.
It'll be at the river, won't it?
Yeah.
It's my memory, it's just going.
There's not so many about like there used to be, is there?
Very good seals, even with dabs.
Yeah.
I haven't had a dab for it. I think I've had
You
one
a
dab.
on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have, yeah. I like the breakaway head on your Eaton Golds.
Yeah, yeah.
Breakaway tackle head.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I think I might reel that other rod in. You two are absolutely berserk. You're casting out, and 2 minutes later you're reeling it back in and doing it again. Oh, you're making me knackered watching the barrier. I've just said to
Good job
camera.
I am reeling it. There's nothing on the bloody hook.
Ain't no worm.
Oh, you're losing your bait, are you?
Worm.
All the crabs are coming off.
Hello?
Well, if there's hounds out there, you'll catch hounds on squid.
Yeah,
I'm just
So if you're catching them on squid and you whack the crab out, it should be better, shouldn't it? You'd think.
That one, oh, that one on a little baby Kawasaki then?
No, it was on the big Kawasaki. It was on the 750.
900, on the 900. They used to sound nice, didn't they? 900 Kawasaki's.
What's that? Is that your weight just right?
Waves.
There ain't no waves on that line, is there?
They are glass tips, and they are
Right.
fine.
Are you using pulleys?
No, mate. Just like dongle. I can't remember which one's got the worm on and which one's got the bloody crab on. I think that one's got the crab on.
How's Pond Pete doing?
Oh, right, yeah,
Me.
he caught Monday night.
Did he?
Won his own.
He's in your
Yeah, yeah.
league.
Last cast a minute ago.
So his knee's better now, is it?
Yeah.
Or
but
better.
In about, what the hell is that for a week, wasn't
Good as new, isn't it?
it?
Is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
I
Couldn't
think
believe
it's still
it.
there. Aching.
Yeah.
We thought it'd be off races for these.
I think it depends where you go and who does it.
Yeah. He said he feels a lot better for it.
Yeah. This beach is hard to walk up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find.
It's sad.
Right soft, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but when you look at it, it's not sand, is it? It's bloody little bits of gravel, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's not like
That gets in your clips, mate. I'll tell you, that's terrible.
like Galston Beach is proper like flour. That's that.
Oh Christ, I watched a thing at Galston Beach last night on YouTube, and it was the beach that I remember. It was about 30 yards wide, and it just went all the way around like that. And now they've tipped that much sand on. Years ago
Yeah.
they tipped the sand on, because I remember seeing the lorries coming. I think they've wrecked it.
Good fishing.
Is it?
Yeah, but
What?
you don't need to be far out there.
What? Are you on about down there, the wreck, or
No, mate. In the winter, it's good for
anywhere
whiting.
along there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Whiten. Well, that's Norfolk, well, I'm in it, Whiten. I ain't caught whiting since the end of October.
Wayne had some the other day, didn't he? I know he was at Court, and that's next door, isn't it?
Rosco. Well, you got a lot to say for yourself today, haven't you? You've had half a packet of biscuits. Slobber everywhere. Right, I'm going to reel this rod in, John. I might.
I'm not looking.
This sand is so soft. It's killing. It's hard work. Mike was nearly dead when we got back up the top on the promenade bit. He was like, yeah, it is hard work, and it's ever so steep as well. But let's get this in. Get this casted out. Right, I did graunch that one. I did put some effort into that one, but my hip went, and my foot. This sand is so soft I can't explain, and my right foot sinks in that way, and then my leg comes here, and that then moves in the sand. This sand up here is terrible. So yeah, it's hard to, if you're a fisherman you'll know what I mean. You go into the cast and your foot goes that way, and then when you come here and you go that way, your foot moves again in the sand, and then with your feet moving, they might only move a couple of inches, but with your feet moving, and then your hip hurts. So it's, yeah, it's just one of them things. Just got to put up with it until I get it sorted, which I'm now coming to realise that I'm going to have to get it sorted soon. Anyhow, let's get this little sniper rod in, because we haven't even reeled that in yet. I've had a right cushy night of casting out. I beat the blank, got a flounder. Let's get this little sniper rod in. Well, I'm going to get this baited up and then we'll cast it out. So, see you in a minute. Well, we've got longestine on this. Longestine and crab. We're now going for a bass. I didn't turn the light up. Never mind. Right, we've casted that to the right this time, so I ain't next to matey. It's in between me and John, and I've put the rod underneath my rods. Hopefully it'll be all right. It is good though, not having any pulling to the right now. Quite bad. I'm at like 1 o'clock at the minute with both them rigs. This is where it might get into trouble and I might snag up with matey boy next door because he's I'm walking to the right to keep away from John, you see. But there, we're out there. It's absolutely fantastic night, as you can see. The sun, you never saw the sun, but you can see where the sun is. It's started to set. Yeah, this is Trunch Lane. But there's a couple of people fishing. Beautiful blue grey skies, absolutely fantastic. Them rod tips aren't moving, are they? Absolutely beautiful. We'll see you in a bit when I catch another fish before the professional match fishermen of John and Julian over there. Well, all rods are baited up and out. Julian hasn't caught anything. John hasn't caught anything. The bloke next door to me hasn't caught anything. The 2 lads further down who are together ain't caught anything. And the 3 lads that were to the left, down that way, they didn't catch anything. But yours truly has caught a flounder. But you can only catch what's about, can't you? No, the sun ain't gone down. I thought the sun had set, it ain't. This shelter of mine is covered in spiders. I might try and eat my sandwich before Gus comes. John's feeding him biscuits at the minute. I could eat my sandwich and actually get to eat it all, because he starts looking at me and I start feeling guilty. Yeah, it's very quiet. You can only catch what's in front of you, can't you? Julian's reeling in. He casts a long way. Must be nice being young. You have to think, don't you? You have to think, did I make the most of my life when I was younger? I think I had a good shot at it. I fished when I was very young. Taking the fishing, for instance. And I fished again 20 odd years ago. But I stopped fishing then. Julian ain't got nothing. I stopped fishing then because we had 2 young children and didn't seem to have any money. So it cost me 50 quid back then to buy my bait, fuel and everything else. Probably about, can't have been 50 quid. I used to have 50 quid left. And I used to go fishing and I had some left. And it got to the point where we needed that 50 quid and I just stopped fishing. And I wish I hadn't have done, because it turned out we were wasting money elsewhere. Like the wife was spending it all on the kids. Willy-nilly. That's what you do, don't you, when you got a family? So did I make the most of my body when it was fit? I probably had a good shot at it. But do we ever make the most of anything, really, in life? Probably don't, do we? Probably don't. But that's being human, isn't it? But we're here today, and again, I'm having quite leisurely fishing, but I don't think, if I was to have bite after bite, I would have to reel them in, wouldn't I? But I know for a fact that bait ain't getting eaten, and it'll still be on that hook now. Them rods are only been out 10 minutes, quarter an hour. So it is what it is. It'll still have bait on it. The bait will still be on it. I know it washes out and it loses its flavour, but we're all right. Is it raining again? Bloody spiders. Yeah, it's raining again. What on earth is that? That's a moth. So, there's not a lot else to... Yeah, so anyone out there that's young, make the most of everything. Make the most of every day. Wake up in the morning and think, oh, it's glorious. Because one day you'll wake up and you'll think to yourself, Jesus Christ, I hurt, I ache. Time is, let's do a quick sit rep of time. 20:49. High tide is at 7 minutes past 9. Then it'll be slack water for a quarter an hour. 20 minutes, however long it is. It's irrelevant. And then we're on the ebb. Should catch on the ebb. It's getting darker now. The fish, if the fish are going to be here, will come on. But that's if they're here. If they aren't here, it's just going to be one of them trips. But it's not a blank for me because I caught flounder. There's the sun. I've got it. It's going behind the clouds. It's not going behind where you can see. It's literally, there's a row of clouds. There often is, literally on the horizon. And yeah, it's going on there. But yeah, can you see the sun's rays as well? Looks lovely, doesn't it? Sunset at Trunch Lane. Now there's a thumbnail and the title for the video. Sunset at Trunch Lane. Oh dear. Right, we'll get this casted out. Well, that's that out. I've got longestine on that with longestine on with squid. So oh, my hip. Need to get some good cream on it, but I can't. It's going to come a point when it don't work, isn't it? But there you go. Just got to go for as long as I can. I've got to get these 2 ounces done because it gives me good money. So hopefully we'll get them done. And yeah, I know what you're saying. It takes a year to get it done, but it'll get done. But I'm in a bit of pain today. This sand isn't helping. I've not known sand as soft as this for ages and ages and ages. And that's a long time. But it's what it is, isn't it? Rod tips aren't moving. Sky looks lovely in the back of the camera. It is darker than that. Camera makes it a bit more blue. But we've got squid and longestine, or langoustine. Longestine. They got big pinchers. That's what they got. Duke. Gus. Can you see him there? He's had bonio biscuits, bacon sizzlers, squid, and he don't leave my side. He's had a bit of my cheese and pickle sandwich as well, but I did sneak away from him while he was getting biscuits off John to eat my sandwich, because I start feeling guilty with him looking at me with them eyes, and I end up giving him half my sandwich. I'll bring you back in a bit. That's that. I'll get that other rig baited up. It is a 2-hook flapper, I believe, so we'll stick some squid on that. You never know, do you? We might just catch another fish. Let's hope so. But it's glorious. We've got a matey boy there. He just struck into his rod, reeled in, but nothing on it. Absolutely beautiful, isn't it? John's hiding in his igloo. Julian's down there in his brolly. And the sun has gone. You can see where the sun is. It's gone. And there's Ingamells and Skeggy round the corner. So I'll keep watching these rods. We haven't filmed much today. I'm on 2 hours 55. So I've done an hour and 10 minutes. This is going to be a short video. It's because it rained. It absolutely chucked it down, that's why. And I was just holed up in my shelter. I just got that shelter in time as well. I walked back to the car with Mike and yeah, walked back to the car with Mike and got my shelter. And as soon as I come back, it started to spit. John helped me put it up. And there I sat in there, sheltered. The rods just aren't moving. I've had a flounder and John's had a flounder, but mine was bigger. But yeah, that's the only fish that's come out on here today. You'd think now, with the sunlight going and it getting into dusk, you'd think there'd be some hounds showing, wouldn't you? Because there's meant to be hounds on this coast. It's meant to be flooded with them. Anyway, I'm going to get my headlight out and get myself sorted, try and put some more cream on. See you in a bit.
See you.
That's a pleasant feeling, isn't it? That's 2 now. You're beating me. We're getting this on film, John, for the simple reason, yeah.
Swallowed it, wasn't it?
Get a discorder on it, mate. Look at that for a booty. Just skier bigger than my foot. We'll get it on film, John, so you can look back on it for those days when you're blank and you can just think to yourself, do you know what, I can catch.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, shout to the camera, mate. Are you chuffed? It's just kicked sand all over me, that is.
Yeah. That was 20 yards out on a little worm.
20 yards?
Yeah.
Well, I've got one 20 yards out, but I've got a lump of crab on it.
I'll get him back quick.
Yeah, get him back, mate. You had that yet? No. 20 yards out on a bit of worm. Catch back all the time, can't
I bought a little kayak for going.
Oh dear. Are you happy with that, John?
Yeah, a bit happier now, mate.
Yeah?
I'm not boiling like I was
You're
earlier.
not chewing your box now, are you?
No. On Julian's worms, he got me.
Yeah. He's given you all of them as well, hasn't he?
Yes, mate. Yeah, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, mate. Yeah.
Isn't that nice of him?
I'm going to charge him, man.
Yeah, don't forget the diesel and time.
Yeah.
We're not talking fishing shop rates, you know.
No.
I want a cut.
Hey,
I want a cut as well.
I bought these little gizmo things. I've never used them. Just,
Well, it's just worked, doesn't it?
yeah. That's only a little fine wire for like them match Camasan match hooks.
I looked on the Met Office, it's down Wesley, man.
You are?
I looked on the Met Office, it's all Wesley, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is it? I've still got magnets on full. I'm an absolute sod for it, I am. This sand is killing me.
What?
This sand.
Yeah, it's deep, isn't it?
It's rock hard on Holderness coast. You can't even push a sand spike in on that coast.
I like fishing on sheet.
Yeah.
Sand bloody all in the
Oh, I don't like sand.
You don't, do you?
No, I fucking hate it. I fucking do. It gets in your van. It's in your fucking knickers.
Good fight, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good bite. Oh, Rosco follows you about, doesn't he,
Yeah,
John? He's not far away from you, is he?
if I nip shopping and leave him at home with a wife, he whines, he howls.
Does he?
Yeah, on the windowsill.
Luna's not so bothered.
No, she ain't, but he is.
And Gus, well, he knows where the biscuits are.
Where's he up near you?
He's in front of my box.
You want yourself to jump out?
Yeah, my baits are too big apparently. Yeah,
Too generous.
I just thought I'd whack a fat one out there and see if there's some.
That was sheer desperation. I thought it was going to blank.
You caught two now. It's not a blank now, is it?
No, mate, no, I'm impressed.
It's not even luck. I'm on luck still. I am. One fish is luck.
Pure knowledge, isn't it?
How are you getting on, Julian?
He's just
I was
taking.
just saying how far I can cast it.
He's just taking it as it comes, aren't you?
Well, he wanted some lessons, so he come and have some lessons and I'll teach you how to blank.
Right.
And at the minute,
He's taught me how to blank.
He's just
That's why
surrounding himself with blankers.
He told me to go down the left to him, that's why.
Did he?
Yeah.
told you what?
Go to the left of him.
Yeah. Well, that now, it should be in your favour.
There you go.
Are you quicker than this in a match, John?
Me?
Yeah. Would you?
Yeah.
I say you're messing about a bit. I thought you'd had that out by now. There's an hound out there with that worm on its lips.
It's bloody great rod and I'm lobbing it 20 yards there.
Is that one going 20 yards?
This one, yeah.
Is it just a thump? That was called a front cast, that. Wasn't it, John?
Eh?
That was a front cast.
Yeah, not a back cast, a front. Well, I'm a bit happy tonight. I haven't blown a bloody reel up. Oh, mate, just put some...
You must go through some line, I tell you.
Eh?
You must go through some line.
I've got 2 bloody great spools of bulk spools.
There was 3 reels the other day.
3 reels, yeah. I was getting mad. Getting madder and bloody madder.
So have you been able to pick your reel out? Or are you just chucked it in the box?
Well, I tried. That's going to need a good cut, I think.
Or is it?
It's one of them. Sometimes you can pull them, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, they all take the market out of me, taking too many reels. But if you have a bad day and you blow 3 up, at least I've got another 4 left.
But you only use one rod.
Hey?
You only use one rod.
Oh no.
You take 7 reels.
2 rod banks.
I know you take enough for everyone.
Yeah, yeah.
You take 2 stands.
You've got
stands.
2 trolleys though, have you?
Not with me, but I have got 2 trolleys.
Oh, yeah. I have as well. I've got a repair one, but I'm looking at that trolley there. That's
I give
pretty good,
Kev one. I give Kev one the other week, and he's put an electric motor on.
Yes, yeah, I've heard.
It's good. It's no good on the sand, but not the cliffs at Mungsley, and that you can't keep up with it.
Yeah.
No, it's good. You know, like
They're like golf
Really
buggy.
you know, like Brett's scooter. You've seen Brett's scooter. Well, actually, it's Brett. Wally's dead, isn't it? So
Well, yeah.
if you cut the back end of it off, put it on a trolley. I can't believe how many fish are only like 20 yards out.
Well, I've been chucking out 20 yards. I ain't got one out at 20 yards.
Yeah, the old baby Kawasaki ain't bloody catching it.
Well, I nearly didn't bring it. I thought to myself, I ain't carrying it. I ain't going to catch anything on the Links coast anyhow, and then a good catch. The amount of sessions I've had at Mog's Eye and cut off and sat on the sea and blanked, or just caught dabs.
Yeah, them little fine wire matches. I thought I might have lost it in the surf. But we ain't really got what we come for. Bloody hounds.
Anything's good though, innit? When it's like this.
Well, at the minute it is, mate. Bloody hell. Norfolk's fishing rubbish.
Is it?
Well, it is. I mean, the mackerel are in. There's millions of mackerel, but if you wanted actual proper fish, if you like,
Yeah, the net.
there's loads of whitebait. Loads getting washed up. You've had some rays this year.
Yeah, I've had 2. I think, maybe 3. But you normally get that every session. But it's really... Oh, he's on fire now, isn't he? The Spalton is coming on fire.
Might have been Rosco.
He's in your tent. Yeah, it's not going to have a Gus. Have a look, Wormies, where he's at. Don't keep there and shouting, man.
Big swimming up there.
Is that skinny dip?
Making love.
Fucking hell. Long while since I was 18.
You say a long while since I made love.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
What you over there?
You got one on it?
I might pick that leather, but I ain't sure.
I have it where there's a little bit of weight as soon as you start, and then it ease off.
Yeah, well I think that's a lot of that's your weight, your wires digging into the sand that take a while to get it up, doesn't it?
I feel like there's a bit of weed on it or something sometimes.
Oh, let's not talk about weed. Fuck. I was getting May rot in November and December.
Horrible stuff in it.
Well, especially in the
Covered.
river, because it's covered in mud as well, which isn't so bad because then it pulls off easier.
I see.
Yeah, it goes everywhere, doesn't it? All
when
of
it's
your
dry,
rod
yeah, it stinks.
up your... You got out on it?
You need to go in the water.
Has that one gone slack?
No. Don't think so. You ain't got me, are you?
That was a weird bite.
Yeah, you have the Verns.
Got Verns prawn.
You ain't, are you?
Yeah.
Is that my fish?
Well, the hope it ain't. No, because your prawn's there. Oh, God.
Sort your fish out, mate. Do you want me to hold your rod?
Yeah.
Is that it?
That's where that dongle comes in, mate. Just bloody.
That's because it swam over, hasn't it?
I mean, that's just like
Yeah, we'll sort that out.
a start.
The what?
Is that recording? I always say that, don't I? Yes, it is. Right. That was all a bit of fun then, weren't it? John just caught a bass and then he literally cast it out, and on the next rod he just caught a smooth hound. But the smooth hound, it went all slack and everything because it had swum off and it swam round my line. So I've cast that over here again, and I'm sure it went out straight because I'm not casting in front of John at all. And yeah, we're out. And this time I've cut a bit of the longustine off, so it's now a smaller bait for the hounds. So I'm gonna get this flapper rig baited up, ready for the next chuck out. When I bring a sniper rod in, I'll probably put it away. Could be a fish on it though, couldn't there? You don't know. It's been a great night. It's not over yet for a long shot. My ankle is hurting. I don't know if I've mentioned it. Hip's not good either, but I don't think I've mentioned that. So I'm going to put some more goo juice on because it's dark now. I can just drop my trousers, pull my pants down, let it all hang out, and put my cream on. So yeah, fingers crossed. I might get a hound. That's what we come here for, really. So if we get one, we get one. If we don't, we don't. I am literally probably 12 yards away from John, but obviously he's sticking out a lot further than me. So I'll get this rig baited up and I'll bring you back, and we'll have some more casts, reel-ins. Hopefully we'll get another fish. How am I feeling? It's been a rather relaxing night up to now, and it still will be. And I've just enjoyed the whole evening, late afternoon and evening here. It was an absolute dogged drive here. There's traffic lights everywhere, roadworks, idiots on the roads, people just dawdling along, all the usual stuff. But when I got here, it's been lovely. Like I say, you know what happened with the shelter. We all rushed and got it up after I listened to Mike and went and got my shelter because he said it was going to rain. Looked like it was miles away, but then it just hit us. But it was up, and I just sat in there and just relaxed for like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. And yeah, what else? What is fishing about? It's about relaxing, isn't it? And I chose not to keep changing my baits. Left the baits out there. They keep coming back. I mean, if there was stack loads of fish out there, they'd have swallowed it, wouldn't they? The bait, but it's just been relaxing. It's been just chill out time. And this session, the session which my video which went up last night, me at the river catching the eel and flounder. Keith, if you watched it, you know, you'd see that eel and flounder. And Keith went fishing this morning. He caught a turbot. Small one, like, but it's caught a turbot. But there you go. I'll get this rig baited up and I'll bring you back. See you in a bit. Reel it in and not in the first place. Trying to think, oh, I need to get the camera. Thinking all sorts. let's get this sniper rod reeled in. Nothing on that. We'll get that rod put away, I think. Yep, mate.
That'll get longer.
That's went out all right. It's gone far enough. I've put the sniper rod away because those that fish know that with 3 rods, that third line gets in the way sometimes. When you're putting your rod on the rod rest, the line gets either the left of it, right of it, tangles up, the hook catches it. It's just in the way. Nothing on it. I've tried, nothing today. So I'm going to put that rod away, just fish the 2. We've got crab and squid out there, well, crab and longestine out there now. John's just given me a crab bait, and I'll use that next. John has kicked our ass tonight. He has caught 2 hounds, a bass and a flounder. Yep, that's right, that's what he's caught, and they've come in quick succession as well. He's casting out further as well, so he's got all the ammo in his armament. It's good to see, because he was getting a bit fed up with blanking, so he's actually caught, so that's good. That is good. And me, I'm chuffed to catch the flounder. I am chuffed to catch the flounder. So I'm so tired, physically, not as well as tired. I ain't too tired. I'll be able to drive them, I think, and if I can't, I'll just pull over and have a kip in the van. It don't matter what time I get them, as long as I sleep. So yeah, it's all good. So I can't see none of the rods now. Night time, I'm gonna have to start bringing me torch again. I'm not keen on nighttime fishing now. I think if I didn't have, God, I've mentioned this too much, but it's on my mind, isn't it? Today's been a struggle, and I think it's this soft sand. Every cast I've done, my right foot has moved like 2 or 3 inch. So has the left. They've still gone out, They ain't gone out perfect, I haven't casted perfect. I'm never am with this hip. So, and that's not an excuse. It does hurt. So, this sand has taken it out of me. It is hard work. Mike said the same thing. He said this sand is a killer. So, yeah, things hurt, things ache, and it's not pleasant. We've caught a flounder. I've had Gus for good company. Looks like John's putting the rod away. It's just been good all night. Rosco, Luna and Gus, brilliant company. I've been feeding them treats, squid. Oh, John's been good company as well, and Julian, but I've got Gus with me all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna get this next bit of bait baited up and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get this rod put away and start making inroads on packing away, because John will pack up in 2 seconds flat. That takes me an age. Here he is, look. Just keeping me company. He's normally sat right in front of my box and I can't even sit on my box, that's the problem. I don't think I've sat down that much tonight either. Mike come here and he had to sit down, he was knackered. So I said sit on my box and I stood up. What do you think of it so far, Gus? You enjoyed today?
Had some tea and came back, and I had 5.
Yeah.
And then come tonight and nothing.
It's just way to go, innit? Look at John, look how close we are to John. I've had a flounder, was laughing and joking about it because he caught nothing. Then he got a flounder, a bass and 2 hounds. Yeah. And Julian's just caught a hound as well.
I'm just going to stay. I'm just going to run these 2 out and not do anything.
Yeah.
I ain't got far to go there, don't I?
Now I've got an hour and a half to drive. Not good, is it, mate?
We'll see you again.
Yeah. Nothing on that. I didn't expect it to be. Does get tangled up bouncing up the beach. Get the scissors on this and cut this. You're not having this, Gus. This isn't good. Right, well, that is the first of the big rods put away. I've just got one more out there. I'm going to leave it out there for 5-10 more minutes. If people go, then they go. I'm just going to fish that rod out because there might be a hound on it. There might be one lurking about round for Verns, mightn't there? So but I'll get the shelter put down and everything else. But the trouble is, my shelter's holding my lights up, which is lighting me up and me fishing, so I'm gonna have to leave a shelter. I'll get this rod put away, this reel put away, and I'll bring you back when I reel in the last rod. Isn't that right, Gus? Not interested, are you? Hey, not interested. Here's Rosco. Right, Rosco. Come on. And there's Gus. See you later, Gus. Say see you later. See you later, Rosco. Gotta say goodbye to the subscribers. No? Right, well, let's get this rod reeled in. That's what we're gonna do. Let's get it set up. Hey, is it recording? You must get fed up with me saying, is it getting recorded? Mind you, you get fed up with me saying lots of things. Right, last rod, we're gonna reel it in, see what happens. I don't think there's anything on it. Now, bait is still on. Well, the bait is still on, but that's about it. So it's not so bad. But yeah, this has been Trunch Lane on the Lincolnshire coast. I've been fishing with John and Julian, Gus, Rosco and Luna. It's been a good time. The chap next door, he's now going as well, but he only lives in the 2 minutes walk from here, whereas I've got hour and a half. But yeah, I don't think he caught anything either. So it's been it's been like me caught a flounder, Julian's caught a hound now, and John has kicked our ass because he's had 2 hounds, a bass and a flounder. So it's been a good night really. None of us have blanked, which is the main thing, and that was quite a nice flounder for me. So you got to look at the positives, haven't you? I don't mind catching any fish as long as we catch something, but tonight this sand has absolutely sacked all the strength out of me, and my hip, don't know if I've mentioned it, but it hurts. Anyhow, it'll be all right. I haven't done enough sitting down, that's what the thing is. Normally I get set up and I'm sitting down filming, and that's what I need to concentrate on. So, but yeah, it's been a great night. It's been great company having Gus. He hasn't left me alone. He's behind the camera right now. Look, let me just show you quickly. Yeah, we're getting there. There he is, look. There's my box and everything, and he just sits. That's the furthest he's been away from me. He's normally closer than that. So yeah, so it's been great. I've enjoyed it. I have enjoyed it actually. It's been nice. It's been relaxing, but not enough sitting down. John has packed up. I've still got everything to pack up. And next time you see me, it'll either be on a pier, on the river, or on a beach. But wherever it'll be, I'll be fishing. And I'll try and be in a good mood, which is a good thing, isn't it? Thanks to all the subscribers. If you've got this far, give it a click on the old bell and subscribe. And if you don't want to, then thanks for helping the algorithm. So like I say, next time you see me, it will be on a beach, a pier, or a river, and I'll see you anon. Now I can just drop my trousers, pull my pants down, let it all hang out. I don't mind getting wet legs.